Hello everyone. Today we'll be seeing the first exercise of case tools, and that is use case diagram. So here this is a use case diagram of staff management, and here we can see that we have a system boundary which resides which contains every use cases. Use case is basically a representation of how user must see the overall structure of a software, so it must be clear and understandable. Then we will see what are the terminologies that we need to see for a use case diagram. So first we must have actors. Those are active people who are involving in some cases or some features which we will call as the use cases. So the actors in this one are the administrator, the database admin, and the staff. It can be a person or it can be an object or some role which is prevalent. So they stays out of the system boundary, and we can see that within the system boundary we have several other features which are connected by associated lines, saying that they are dependent to each other. And then we can see that we have an arrow mark with dotted arrow mark, that is include. That is to say that this feature is included in this one. It's somewhat like a member of this particular use case. And then there is something called as extend, which is like a part of. So here extend is like you can call it as, it is the basic concept is generalization and specifications. So when you can see here it is extended the login, and the extended feature is register. So it is just a part, so the same functionality can be accessed by register as well. So when we see the basic requirements for our question was, we need to have a staff management system that handles the salary report, the holiday status and its approval, and even login. And also it must have a faster access to the database based on a particular features like department and so on. So as we see that we have for salary report, we have a use case that contains individual as well as monthly report of the entire department. And then we have the holiday details, that is whether a leave is available, and those two, and all these are accessible to the admin as well as the database. And we can see that the staff details are stored in the database, so the database admin and the overall administration can access it. So they can add new staffs, which is an included feature, or update the previous one or remove the previous one if they are already available. So then there is a login page which is accessible to both staff and the administrator, so the administrator would be able to know who have logged in, and whenever there is a registration happening, it is between the database through the login page. And we have the admission record stored, and the details regarding the salary, all these are both accessible by the staff as well as the administrator. The administrator decides how much salary based on TA, DA, HRA and CCA, like the travel allowance and all those things. And then leave can be applied by the staff, and the extended feature is this status, which is based on what the application is all about, and it is approved by the administrator. And when we see that the personal information of a staff includes the department, address, name and so on, so based on this department, an administrator can easily access which staff or what is the role of that staff in the entire use case diagram. So that is it. This is a simple representation of a use case diagram for staff management. Thank you.